Hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again. Now, let's take a trip down memory lane, so to speak. Boy, it seems like it was just a year ago now. Now, yeah, a little New Year's joke there. Anyway, let's bring this up. Now, I found another video. I also posted one in the pinned comment to the highly contested, I guess, video over the set being the problem, and not just, you know, people will bring up the wizard helmet. But here's a kicker. This is the whole reason I found, you know, I had a couple of these videos recorded. This is from around November. Okay, so give a little backstory here with this. This is around November. I'm going to go ahead and play it. I'm going to mute it because, let me see here. Hello everybody, Skyrain here. Yeah. Hold up. There we go. Alright, I'm just going to let that play. Let's get back to it here. Now, what you're seeing on the screen is still using the Imperial helmet. I am using, let's see, I'm using the Arcane Wind and the Ice Storm. So it's still the same build, except the only difference is don't have the Bluster Crux as the main hand. I have the Thistle Bloom, which actually the DPS on the Thistle Bloom is higher than the Bluster Crux. The Bluster Crux just has more of a snap pull to it, as opposed to the Thistle Bloom being more of a gradual churning. So theoretically, this should do more. And the other kicker here in all of this, as I scroll through everybody's stuff there, obviously we don't have the 8-piece set, and we don't have the new Angmet burn set at all in this. So here's a video for reference, just to show how things are highly different across the board with everybody. These matchups were much more enjoyable than even still, because they were a bit more even. The dots were, as they should be still, able to be healed through if you can bandage properly in time and not get hit with anything else, as opposed to dots on dots on dots triggering each other and canceling out heals. That was one thing that I remember I had to laugh, because they put that in the patch a while ago, and, you know, we thought, okay, cool, but now it's been thrown into a complete mess, obviously, because that doesn't apply to the new set. It might still work for everything else, because theoretically, anyway, it should be programmed in still, to where we were able to heal through dots, but obviously they didn't program that in for the burn set at all. All right, so let's see. We're on defense on this one. Attacker slant. Yeah, we're on defense on this one. Again, with this build, it's very, you know, you're pure support. There's not much else you can do. At least around this time, before the new set came into play. This one, you try to throw down the fields, keep the enemy, like, deterred, but you're not able to, you know, dot and burn them up. See, I had a couple dots on me there, but was able to survive and heal up through it. Well, I healed up after the fact, but even still, there'll probably be other occasions where I am healing with dots on me through and healing through it. But again, though, this is from November. Maybe I should put that on the screen here. I'll tell you what, I'm doing this live. I didn't think of that until just now. You know what? No, I'll put it on the thumbnail. And if people are confused by what I'm talking about, obviously I'm talking about through the whole thing, and the video itself is muted. I'm just giving commentary over it. If you don't realize by now, or if you want to jump to conclusions on this, then you're obviously not paying attention to the actual video. I mean, I've gotten obviously certain comments like that before, and it's like, you didn't watch anything, did you? You just came to dump a comment and leave, and most times it's irrelevant. But anyway. But yeah, this is from November, like I said, about the middle of November. I was just trying out this build again, just because I wanted to try something other than the ice crystal. Yeah, it's being chased by a barb. But yeah, I changed it back. I had used this before, but obviously, as you can tell, this is again with Thistle Bloom, not Blustercrux, so it doesn't have the insta pull. There's that barbarian again, chasing me down. Yep. They really had it out for me because they were either really annoyed or what have you. But I mean, they did what they were supposed to do. And again, this is being a support build, as I was saying a little bit ago, there's only so much you can do to escape things, so you still have to pick and choose your spots. But yet again, this is still using the slow time helmet. The only difference here is the main hand is Thistle Bloom and not Blustercrux, and the key thing here, again, which is like, I don't know, almost like a broken record, sadly, at this point. No burn set. No obnoxious, ridiculously stupid dots. It's clearly not, oop, now we're talking in complete silence here. It's clearly not in balance. I don't think it was programmed that well at all when they released it. If at all. I don't think they tested it. It's a high oversight, to say the least. Let's see, we're about halfway on the kills for defense. They are getting fairly far down on this side. Still just laying down cover fire best I can with it. I'm not exactly getting too many kills myself as a result here, but all I can do is, like I said, it's playing support. It's a deterrent. It covers the lane. That's what it's there for. And also, to anybody that plays any other class, obviously, who still wants to make, like, oh, you know, up to the current landscape, anyway, with the set and everything, the new set and everything, there are many ways to counter. There are many other builds that are out there. I implore you to, whenever you see somebody on the on your team or the enemy team, at the end screen card, look at who did what, look at their gear, look at what they're using, you look at their set pieces, their secondary stats, their gear, what legendary essences are they using. Always try to make note of that and build upon it and take it into consideration. Because there are some Demon Hunter ones that I have recorded. And obviously they're quite good at the class. And then, let's see, they had about... they're usually averaging about 5 to 7k reso, I think. If not more. There's another one that is just really disgusting. And they're usually 8 or 9k resonance for a Demon Hunter. But yeah, they do not use the burn set. They were I have a video, and if anybody wants to see those, I was going to post clips of those in another video. So just for a point of reference, this is all for point of reference, and to continue a much more thorough and clear discussion on this, because here and the match is almost over. So We'll get to the end card. And see there, I had dots on me and I was healing through them. As should be the case with even the burn set that got released, but it isn't because they probably didn't program that in. Which, therein lies the problem. Okay, so now we go through the enemy team and what their reso was. At the start of this video, you should have already seen what we had on our side. There's a 5800, 5900 almost. Is that the one that was chasing me down a lot? Probably. Or maybe not. I forget. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. This one that was chasing me down a lot. And obviously for good reason. Show that again really quick. I'm going to pause it soon here though, so you can see at who. Whoop, there we go. Now you can see who's at the top of the list on our side. We have a Necro, Blood Knight. Then there's me, and then Satyr, and then the other side Necro. And it's a Wizard. That was a Barb and a Satyr. And I think that was a Barb. I forget here. Let me see. I skipped them. Oh, there's another Demon Hunter. Oh, that wasn't high in resonance. But and I'm finishing out the rest of the list here of who did what in each side. But yeah, so there you go. Oh, and then I do actually show this team again. 31. They had more reso overall than we did, I think, on the defending. We had less reso, I think, than they did overall. Which is why I'm going back through our list again here at the end as well. Oh, there's one that almost matched some of theirs. And of course, with that build, without the burn set dots, there you go. In that scenario, that's what I was able to do with what you saw on screen throughout that match. And that was gold 3 back in the middle of November. I've been in legendary for quite a while, or legend rank in battlegrounds for quite a while as a free to play, but it's a completely different landscape. There you go. You can even see there's the helmet. I scroll through showing it all. The old stuff. The old stuff. Even that one's old. I don't even use that one now. At least I don't think. I forget. That one I do. But yeah, there's the you know, what everybody's kind of hung up on is the slow time helmet, which I wore in that match. And the Thistle Bloom is a little different. As you can see, Arcane Wind now conjures a storm that grows over time, pulling in and damaging nearby enemies. Now I've tested it, well, some other people have done it as well. Tested it out on the dummies in town, the training dummies, and it has more of a damage tick. It has more DPS than the Bluster Crux, because it's a gradual thing, but it continues to go. The Bluster Crux is usually just one quick, you know, snap pull, and it's better. That's why it's better to use in PvP. But we almost got a repeat essence, so to speak. But there is distinct differences between the two. But if you're talking ticks and dots, this one theoretically should actually do more than even the Bluster Crux. But it's all, you know, it's the set. It's the new set. I'm just trying to give, you know, a clear other perspective on this, so we can see visually now as well, going over this all over again. I don't want this to turn into some, you know, unfortunate, you know, any kind of toxic back and forth nonsense. This is literally just discussion over the set. And everybody's pain point still as far as wizards are concerned anyway, is the helmet. Which it does what it says it's supposed to do, but obviously it doesn't do it to anywhere near the potency unless you're wearing the new set, because they did not playtest that. I guarantee they did not playtest that. They just threw it in there right before the holiday and said, here you go. Or they did that on purpose just to watch, you know, everybody go up in arms and then be at each other's throats unnecessarily. And, you know, if that's the case, then I guess they succeeded, which we shouldn't let them. But anyway, there you go. I wanted to break that down. I'm going to go ahead and pause this and close it out here. So yeah, again, let me know what you think. I wanted to bring that, you know, back around again, and I also put a link to another video of this same older build in the pinned comments. And I will probably put it at the end card of this one, just for more reference and what this is all about. Like I said, the pain point being this, but like I said, the video that you just watched in my video that I was discussing did not have the new set. So it's what it is. I don't know. We can. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I've said plenty enough, obviously, because this is running on way longer again. But yeah, hopefully that paints a different. I don't know. Sheds some more light. Paints a different picture. A different perspective, perhaps. Which is the intention of all of this, mind you. The intention of all these Diablo Immortal videos, from my perspective, is completely free to play. And it will continue to do so and continue to be so, because that's my stance on these kind of mobile games. And I'm just showing what I'm capable of doing, what you can be capable of doing, making things work to a certain degree and still enjoying, you know, the majority of things to do in the game. It's not a terrible game necessarily, it's just how they went about the mobile nonsense as per usual, which is just, you know, a recipe for disaster anyway, most cases. But obviously they made serious bank, so it maybe not been quite a disaster for them. But everybody just needs to be a little wiser with how you go about spending in some of these mobile games. There's some worse ones out there, believe me. There are some worse ones. So, but this one, of course, is getting, you know, got a lot of the hate, and, you know, rightfully so to some varying degrees. But anyway, that's a whole nother story. But same thing here, though. Again, discussion over, you know, what it was before and what it is now. This hopefully will kind of give another perspective. Yes, granted, you know, there's still going to be some say, oh, yeah, it still needs to be nerfed. It still needs to be nerfed. Fine. That's fine. Say what you want about it. Say what you will. I'm not going to argue either way about that anymore, okay? There's no point in it. It's, you know, this is what we're working with and what we're having to deal with as it stands. You know, most of us know better than anything. Good luck getting the devs to move their asses at all anywhere remotely quickly when it comes to, like, fixing certain things that really need to be addressed. Day one bugs that still carry on, they didn't even bother with, and they don't care to. Okay, they just want to make their money and move on. That's the name of the game for them. That is their game. So don't be played by their do not be played by their game. Play the game. Anyway, again, I'm rambling. We'll stop it here. Hopefully that kind of breaks it down a bit better. I don't know. I really don't. I could keep, you know, prattling on as I often do, but I'm really just trying to, I'm not saying necessarily drive this point home, but come on now. And for those that complains, like saying, oh, you talk too much, then why are you listening? There, you know, you can go somewhere else. Simple as that. I'm not gonna, we're splitting hairs, okay? If you watch the video and you like it, hey, thank you. I appreciate you. If you want to go and drop some unnecessary, snide comments that are completely irrelevant and most oftentimes hint and out of context can definitely figure out like, oh, did you even listen to anything? No, you just dropped a comment and left. I get those too, so it's like, you know what? Whatever. That's another tangent again. Not getting into that any more than necessary. Obviously, this brought out, of course, unfortunately, some of the worst things, which is completely unnecessary here. This is completely constructive criticism here on all fronts. Again, I showed the video of before the set and now, and we all know how it goes currently. So you compare the stuff for yourselves. Make the, the call for yourself as well. And there you go. So I'm going to leave it here. Take care, everybody, as always. Thank you for all the support from those of you that have been here this entire time and have listened to all these videos, even with me rambling on too much sometimes, I know. But, yeah, this is a very, another convoluted issue. Same with the whole pet system in the game. So, yeah, I don't know. This patch has been quite the roller coaster ride of ups and downs. So, take care, everybody. I guess Happy New Year as well. Let's try to make it a good one and try to make the world a better place in any way possible. All right, take it easy.